Gamit ang tubig at sabon tayo na sabay-sabay.
Iwas sa sakit ay isipin, kalusugan ay unahin natin.
Linis na paligid sa bahay, nagsisimula. Bahay ko, bahay mo. Huwag kung saan-saan nagtatapon ng basura. Tapon, tapon, tapon nyo, tapon nyo. Huwag dudumi sa ilog o lawa, pagkat tayo rin ang makikinabang sa bayang may kalinga. Bayang kay sigla, malinis na tubig at kapaligiran, dulot ay mabuting kalusugan. Buhay na mapayapa, buhay na kay saya. Tayo ay magtulungan at magkaisa.
Linis na tubig sa bawat komunidad.
Karapatang pantubig ang handog sa lahat ng edad. Nanay, tatay, ate, kuya, ito ang susi sa ating kalusugan. Nararapat lang na pahalagahan para sa bayang may kalinga. Bayang kay sigla, malinis na tubig at kapaligiran,
Dulot ay mabuting kalusugan.
buhay na mapayapa, buhay na kay saya. Tayo ay magtulungan at magkaisa. Malinis na tubig sa komunidad upang sakit ay yung maiwasan.
Maging malinis sa kapaligiran upang sakit ay iyong maiwasan.
Maghugas lagi ng ating kamay upang sakit ay iyong maiwasan. Tubig, paligid at pangangatawan para sa atin ngayon at sa kinabukasan. Bayang may kalinga, bayang kay sigla, malinis na tubig at kapaligiran, dulot ay mabuting kalusugan. Buhay na mapayapa, buhay na kay saya. Tayo ay magtulungan at magkaisa. Tayo ay magtulungan at magkaisa.
March for all communities!
Enabling change and uplifting communities. This is the driving force behind Manila Water Foundation.
Manila Water Foundation is the heart of the Manila Water Company.
Established in 2005 as Manila Water Company's social development arm, MWF has since become a non-stock, non-profit organization accredited by the Philippine Council for NGO Certification and recognized by related government agencies. In 2017, MWF shifted to focus on WASH. WASH, or Water Access Sanitation and Hygiene Education, leverages on Manila Water's business expertise.
Manila Water Foundation's vision is to be the enabler of change through sustainable water access, sanitation, and hygiene education for marginalized communities in the Philippines. And the Foundation's mission is to create and implement participatory and responsive WASH programs contributing to holistic community development.
To contribute to the global social development agenda, the Foundation anchored its advocacy to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
Internationally, we are aligned with the UN SDGs, or the UN Sustainable Development Goals. SDG 1, No Poverty. SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being. SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. SDG 14, Life Below Water. And SDG 17, Partnerships for the Goals.
MWF empowers communities through a holistic and integrated WASH program following a 3-stage approach. Water access. Safe, clean, and potable water is made available through developing water supply systems. Sanitation. Safely managed sanitation facilities or toilets are made accessible for proper waste containment, disposal, and management. Hygiene. Educational institutions and communities will be educated on proper hygiene practices to reduce health risks at all times. This is made in a participatory approach where the community takes ownership and WASH becomes the community's agenda.
Masaya at karoon kami ng tubig. Binigay ng Manila Water Foundation. Masaya kami. Hindi nun kaya namin masukli nito. Ang sobrang saya po namin doon sa aming komunidad.
May minsan na naranasan namin na hingian na lang ng tubig. Ngayon, sawa kami sa tubig. May gripo pa. Ang tubig po talaga, importante sa buhay ng tao yan. Kasama ng buhay ang tubig na yan.
The integrated WASH program is at the core of MWF, which brought forth the flagship programs. Lingap, providing safe, clean, and potable water to public institutions such as schools and health centers for drinking, hand washing, and toothbrushing. Ahon Tubig, building standalone water supply system and subsidizing piped-in water connections to low-income communities. Ahon Sanitasyon, providing communal sanitation facilities and interventions. Health in our hands, educating communities on the importance of proper hygiene practices as key for healthy living. Moreover, the foundation is able to reach more people throughout the years through its special programs. Agapay Tubig, deploying drinking water to communities affected by disasters, and Agapay Sanitasyon, constructing sanitation facilities like transitional toilets in communities displaced by disasters and calamities. In 2015, the foundation launched the Prize for Engineering Excellence, which recognizes notable Filipino engineers whose innovations helped solve development problems in the areas of water, sanitation, sustainability, and the environment. With this is the Experts Bureau, a circle of the prize's awardees who can be tapped as resource persons or consultants in WASH-related activities. Manila Water Foundation's programs are made possible by its partners and the WASH volunteers, a pool of Manila Water enterprise talents and external stakeholders who selflessly give their time and resources to MWF's initiatives.
Looking forward, Manila Water Foundation envisions to scale up and expand our initiatives. And this has been made possible with all the stakeholders and partners. We will commit that we'll be able to resolve WASH issues one community at a time. We hope that our impact will be more meaningful. And when we leave the community, that community can be sustained by the community itself. Sa bawat tahanan na aming pinapasok, sa bawat pamilya na aming kinakausap, at sa bawat bata na aming inaalagaan, ito ang higit na nagbibigay sa aming inspirasyon para maipagpatuloy ang aming hadikain na mapagbigay ng malinis na tubig, ng maayos na palikuran sa bawat komunidad. We will continue our efforts to provide clean and safe water and safely manage toilets so that we could provide the dignity and hope for every family. This is what we have signed up for, and we have only just begun.
This is Earth. You've lived here since the day you were born. It's your home. And in the face of the world's greatest challenges, you've surely thought to yourself, I wish that I could change the world. But the world is a pretty big place. What impact could you make? In order to make a lasting impact, you need resources, a framework, and a vast network of like-minded individuals who also want to change their communities and the world.
The JCI movement has been creating lasting impact like this for over 100 years through a network of young, active citizens who are united on a journey to impact the world. So, what is an active citizen? An active citizen is an ordinary person with an extraordinary desire to create positive change. They are highly motivated and invested in improving their community and see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities. An active citizen takes responsibility by identifying local challenges, formulating targeted sustainable solutions, and taking action to create positive change. Active citizens come from all different kinds of societies and collaborate to improve the quality of life for all their fellow citizens. As communities improve, the world improves. Join the journey with us. JCI will guide you through discovery, exploration, and adventure as you gain unique skill sets through a variety of activities. You will become a bold leader, a strong communicator, a community organizer, a confident decision maker, and a provider of effective, efficient solutions. This is not a one-time charity donation or a volunteer opportunity. Your journey will create long-term impact in yourself, your community, and with JCI's global network, you can help create a sustainable impact in the world. So, yes, you can change the world, and JCI can help you do it. Be active, get involved, serve your community. Begin your journey to change the world for the better.
Ako si Roberto A. Calma.
Rodolfo Pasistol Jr.
Si Madeline Garcia Kasipit.
Ang naging kaso ko po ay drugs.
Drugs po, Section 1114. Naging kaso ko ay drugs, 511.
Ang naging kaso ko po ay Republic Act Section 5 and 11.
Mabigat sa kalooban nung ako'y mahuli. Pero, sa pagdaan ng ilang araw, unti-unti ko tinatanggap sa kalooban ko. Noong una po, sir, talaga pong kahit naman po kanino, hindi po talaga tanggap. Pero nung mga bandang tumagal-tagal na po, natutunan na rin pong tanggapin. Kasi po, nalaman po namin sa sarili namin na nagkaroon kami ng pagkakamali.
Kasi po ako po ay nawalay po sa aking mga magulang at hindi ko po sila kasama. At nalaman po nila na ako po ay nakakulong, sobrang sakit po para sa kanila.
Nung mga unang araw po, syempre po hindi ko po matanggap, lalong-lalo na po ng pamilya ko. Malungkot po talaga. Pero habang dumaraan po yung mga araw, natututunan ko po kung paano tanggapin habang inubog po yung sarili upang maging mabuting mamamayan.
Sa loob ng kulungan, hindi mo masasabi na walang silbi. Kasi dito sa karanasan ko nung ako mahuli, dito rin nabuksan ng aking kaisipan, mga kaalaman, nadagdagan.
Malaki po ang naitulong po ng BJMP po sa akin po, lalo po sa akin. Sapagkat po dito po ako nakapagtapos po ng high school, dahil po nakapag-aral po ako ng ALS, nakapag-aral po ako ng TESDA, nakapagtapos po ako ng massage therapy po. Sa BJMP po, hindi sila tumingin sa katayuan ng isang tao. Kung ano man yung pagkatao mo, hindi sila tumingin. Bagkos binigyan pa nila talaga ng panibagong buhay ang bawat mga nagiging nakukulong po.
Malaking tulong po yung nagawa sa akin ng BJMP dahil po dito, dahil po sa kanila, nakapagtapos po ako ng alternative learning system sa antas na sekundarya. At nahimok po nila ako na patuloy na mag-aral at magbago po.
Sobra po ang naging tulong nila sa amin. Sila lang po ang kumalinga sa amin ng ganun. Hindi po nila kami pinabayaan mga panahon na nandoon po kami. Sila po ang nagbigay sa amin ng inspirasyon kung paano po magbago. Sila po ang nagbigay sa amin kung paano po itama yung pagkakamali namin. Pinakamalaking nagawang tulong sa akin para sa akin po, yung baguhin po nila ako.
Masaya po ako, ma'am, na nagkaroon na po ng pag-asa yung mga pangarap ko. Posible na pong maging isang ganap na BJMP officer ako, ma'am. Masaya po ako na magbubunga na po lahat ng pinaghirapan ko, pinagtiyagaan ko. Lahat ng pagsisika po, magbubunga po. Kung bibigyan po ako ng pagkakataon, ma'am, na makapasok po sa bureau at makapaglingkod sa ating bayan, nais ko pong pagbutihin ang aking trabaho, sumunod po sa nakakataas sa akin, at hindi ko po sasayangin ang pagkakataon na ibibigay po sa akin.
Ako po si Rodolfo Pasistol. Dati po akong detainee ng BJMP. Ngayon po, bali po ako isa na pong barangay tanod po ng aming barangay.
Ako si Roberto Calma, isang detaining dati na nakalaya mula ngayon sa tulong ng BJMP. Ngayon, dala-dala ko ang pagbabagong yon na natutunan ko sa loob. Isa na akong frontliner na lumalaban sa sinasabing virus.
Robert napakabait, no? Napakasipag niyan. No, pinakita niya yung kanyang yung pagiging magalang, tapos yung sipag niya.
In Manila Water Foundation, our battle cry is to bring wash for all communities. The Quezon City Jail is the pilot site of our program Lingap Bilangguan in partnership with the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. Good morning, everyone. Wash up, wash up. My name is Nix Hipolita and I'm from Manila Water Foundation, and we are so glad to share this celebration with you. I'd like to welcome you all to Manila Water Foundation's ceremonial MOA signing and facility turnover. And yes, you heard it right. This is a 2-in-1 special day as we celebrate another back-to-back milestone. Our partnership with the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, or the BJMP, and the ceremonial and the first ceremonial turnover under this partnership, the official handover of a hygiene facility in the Quezon City Jail. Now, this is a significant milestone for us as we reach out to persons deprived of liberty who also need wash interventions as they are in rehabilitation and await reintegration to society. Ayan, kaya in this significant partnership, ladies and gentlemen, A new hygiene facility was installed in Quezon City Jail to support its initiatives to sustain the dignity of the persons deprived of liberty and to keep the PDLs and our jail personnel disease-free. I'd like to greet and give a special shout out to all our viewers, especially to BJMP and Quezon City Jail head, officers, members, and staff. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat, and to our partners and viewers, a pleasant morning to you all. Ayan. And I hope that you stay with us throughout the end of the until the end of the broadcast and be inspired with this special collaboration. Ayan. So welcome po sa lahat ng ating mga manonood. Now, observing health and safety protocols, the hygiene facilities are constructed in strategic locations in city jails that will help them in implementing a proper COVID-19 precautionary measures. The hand hygiene facility in Quezon City Jail, mga kaibigan, this features po a hybrid facility design wherein the faucet can be operated in two ways. Now, the first is through a lever that can be operated either by the hand or the elbow. And the second is through a pedal, which can be operated by foot for contactless hand washing. Ayan. So the facility also has a reliable water service connection and wastewater drainage. This is built to last, mga kaibigan, and ito po, this can be used amid the pandemic and even beyond the pandemic. Ayan. So, sa mga nanonood po sa atin ngayong umaga sa live broadcast na ito, I'd like to invite you now to like and share this live event. Ayan, share nyo po para po mas maraming tao pa po ang makaalam tungkol sa ating partnership na to and they can celebrate and be inspired with us. We look forward also to hear from potential partners who also wish to work with Manila Water Foundation in implementing programs such as this. No? But wait, there's more, mga kaibigan. One of the exciting things that we have for this morning, may mananalo po tayong 5 100 peso load cards from our lucky viewers. Ayan, kaya stay tuned po tayo. Diba? So, na-inspire ka na, nanalo ka pa. Okay, so kaya naman, umpisahan na natin ang ating programa. Now, to welcome us in our celebration this morning is a very special guest. We are very glad that she is part of today's program. Let us hear a message from our Quezon City Mayor, the Honorable Josefina Joy Belmonte.
Isang magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Binabati ko po ang Bureau of Jail Management and Penology o BJMP na pinangungunahan ni Jail Director Alan S. Iral, ang Quezon City Jail na pinangungunahan ni Jail Superintendent Mirasol V. Vitor, ang JCI Quezon City Capitol led by Mr. Neil Hubert Tan, at ang Manila Water Foundation led by Mr. Reginald Andal. It is my honor to be invited here on this virtual inauguration ceremony in line with the celebration of the Community Service Relations Month of the BJMP. 1 year into this ongoing health crisis of COVID-19, marami na ang nagbago sa ating pamumuhay. Mula sa pag-a-adjust ng mga kabataan sa pag-aaral, sa pamamagitan ng mga modules, sa work-from-home arrangements ng mga nag-oopisina, sa pamamalagi sa bahay kung wala namang importanteng lakad. Nalimitahan ang ating paggalaw dahil ang banta ng COVID-19 ay nasa labas. Dahil dito, agaran ang pag-ayuda ng pamahalang lungsod ng Quezon City. Siniguro natin na ang suporta ay tuloy-tuloy at sapat para sa mga sektor na lubhang naapektuhan ng pandemya, mga PWDs o persons with disabilities, ang mga urban poor communities, solo parents, at senior citizens. Sinikap nating mabigyan sila ng tulong sa abot ng ating makakaya, sa abot ng ating nakikita. Ngunit may isang sektor na tila nakatago, hindi natin nakikita. Sila rin ay may karapatan sa maayos na kalusugan at pangangatawan. Sila ay ang mga PDLs o persons deprived of liberty. Ako ay lubos na nagpapasalamat sa Manila Water Foundation sa pagpili muli sa Quezon City, sa Quezon City Jail upang maging pilot site ng Lingap Bilangguan na kasama sa programang WASH in Pandemic. Noong nakaraang taon, ako po ay naimbitahan sa inauguration ng hygiene facility sa Quezon City Circle, isa sa 4 na pasilidad sa mga pampublikong lugar tulad ng super health centers. Ngayon naman, ang ating pasisinayaan ay ang hygiene facility sa loob ng Quezon City Jail. Mahalaga itong pasilidad na ito lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya upang ang ating mga PDLs at jail personnel ay makaiwas sa sakit, lalo na ang COVID-19, dahil sila ay mas may pagkukuhanan ng malinis at ligtas na tubig. Ako ay nagpapasalamat sa lahat ng mga partners ng proyektong ito na tiyak makakatulong sa ating mga PDLs. Binago man ng COVID-19 ang maraming bagay sa ating pamumuhay. Hindi nito binago ang likas at bukal sa kaloobang pagtutulungan, bayanihan at patuloy na pagkalinga sa kapwa. Mabuhay ang BJMP, ang JCI Quezon City Capitol at ang Manila Water Foundation. Ako po muli si Joy Belmonte ng Pamahalang Lungsod ng Quezon. Magandang araw po sa ating lahat.
Thank you so much, Mayor Joy. Talaga namang nagpapasalamat ang mga Q-citizens sa inyong suporta sa kanilang pangangailangan. Now, alam niyo po mga kaibigan, Wash in Pandemic Program helps communities and institutions to prevent the further spread of COVID-19 through the construction of facilities, the distribution of hygiene products, and through hygiene education. Ayan, napaka-holistic po, di ba? So, and since 2020, mga kaibigan, and with the support of our very generous and valued partners, MWF collaborated with the Department of Health and the Department of Education for the installation of hand hygiene facilities in public spaces such as the markets, health centers, schools, and other special institutions. MWF partnered with the relevant agencies to strengthen and widen the reach of our WASH advocacy. And today, we celebrate one of its successes, the collaboration with the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. Ayan, nung nakaraang taon po mga kaibigan, nakapag-implement na rin po tayo ng project na ito sa Pasig City Jail at sa Correctional Institution for Women in Mandaluyong. This inspired us to reach out to BJMP as well and to expand the initiative to other city jails for our PDLs and for our jail personnel. Now, the discussions with BJMP included plans to implement WASH in pandemic in city jails in NCR, and eventually, through partner organizations po, we can bring this program across the country. The project covers the construction of hygiene facilities, the provision of hygiene supplies and info educational materials, and the conduct of hygiene education sessions. Ang lahat ng ito and all of these are aimed to support related initiatives to protect PDLs and the jail personnel from communicable diseases amid the pandemic and even beyond. And now, to know more about this partnership and to share the milestones of WASH in pandemic, we are pleased to have and to welcome here in our program the MWF Executive Director, Mr. Reginald M. Andal.
Magandang umaga, mga katubig. Sa ating bansa, mahigit sa 7 milyong katao ang walang maayos na pasilidad na may malinis na tubig at sabon sa kanilang mga tahanan. Marami rin sa mga gusali ng barangay at health centers ay may mga sira o hindi mapapakinabangan hugasan ng kamay. This poses a major problem, especially now that we are in a pandemic, when proper hand washing with clean water and soap is one of the minimum public health standards and considered to be the most effective yet least expensive practice or habit against communicable diseases, including COVID-19. Ang ating pagsasama-sama ngayong araw ay nagpapatunay na malaki ang magagawa ng ating pagtutulungan para makapaghatid ng ginhawa lalo't higit sa ating mga kapatid sa bilangguan. Hindi natin sila nakakalimutan. No one will be left behind. Ang Lingap Bilangguan bilang isa sa mga programa ng Manila Water Foundation ay naglalayo na pangalagaan at protektahan ang kalusugan ng mga PDLs o persons deprived of liberty, pati na rin ang mga magigiting na lingkod na namamahala ng pasilidad. Nawa ay ating mapanatili na walang kaso ng COVID-19 sa mga institusyong ito. Ating itong sinimulan sa Pasig City Jail at ngayon naman ay nasa Quezon City Jail. Kaya naman tayo ay nagpatayo ng 3-faucet pedal-operated hand hygiene facility. Nagabot ng 100 hygiene kits na may karagdagang 400 sabon at 200 face masks, 150 IEC posters and leaflets, at 20 cases ng drinks para sa 2,538 persons deprived of liberty o PDLs at 160 personnel ng Quezon City Jail. Manila Water Foundation has its partners to thank for the successful implementation of this program. Manila Water Company, Department of Health, Local Government Unit of Quezon City led by Mayor Joy Belmonte, JCI Quezon City Capitol led by President Neil Hubertan at Del Monte Foundation. We also like to commend the great men and women of Bureau of Jail Management and Penology for making this initiative possible. We have seen the passion and excitement from Jail Chief Inspector Xavier Solda when we first presented the plan. And from there on, we have received an encouraging support from Jail Director Alan Iral, Jail Chief Superintendent Luisito Munoz, Jail Superintendent Marisol Vitor, and Mr. Clint Casonian. As we formalize our partnership today, Manila Water Foundation is hopeful and confident that we'll be able to protect the health, well-being, and dignity of our PDLs and jail personnel. We acknowledge that they also need water access, sanitation, and hygiene or wash interventions as they are in rehabilitation and await the reintegration to our society. We can commit that we will continue our efforts until each city jail in the East Zone of Metro Manila will have the hand hygiene facility, supplies, and info-educational materials. Umaagos po ang aming pasasalamat sa pagkakataon na ito. Kami ay patuloy na makikitungo, makikisalamuha, makikibahagi at magmamalasakit para sa dignidad at pag-asa ng ating kapwa, ng bawat Pilipino. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you so much, Sir Reg. Tama si Sir Reg, mga kaibigan. Talagang Manila Water Foundation strives to go where there is great need. And to all our viewers right now, watching us right now in this broadcast, this milestone we are celebrating this morning is not just between MWF and the BJMP, but this is also with a JCI Quezon City Capitol. They are very generous to share and donate hygiene kits for PDLs and personnel in Quezon City Jail. With that, we would like to thank JCI Quezon City Capitol through Mr. Neil Hubertan, the President, and Mr. James Chanco, the Executive Vice President. Maraming salamat po sa inyo mga sirs. At sana po ay makasama pa namin kayo sa iba pang wash projects dito sa lungsod ng Quezon City. Katulad nung last year ng ating pagsama sa pagpapatayo ng hand hygiene facilities sa Quezon City Hall, Talipapa, sa Quezon Memorial Circle, Murphy Super Health Center at Kamuning Super Health Center. Ayan, thank you so much to JCI Quezon City Capitol. Ngayon mga kaibigan, alam nyo ba na ngayong June 2021 marks the 10th BJMP Community Relations Service Month? Ayan, and we at Manila Water Foundation are one with you in celebrating this milestone. We acknowledge Junior Chief Inspector Xavier A. Solda and his team for enabling this partnership with BJMP to be realized. Our team at Manila Water Foundation is honored to be BJMP's partner in the vision of uplifting the lives of PDLs through WASH in pandemic. Now, to give us his message is the Chief of Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. Dear friends, let us welcome Jail Director Alan S. Iral.
My dear partners in public service, Quezon City Mayor Honorable Joy Belmonte Ma'am, Manila Water Foundation Executive Director Reginald Andal Sir, the main recipient of today's support, Quezon City Jail, through its warden, Jail Superintendent Mirasol Vitor, all other collaborators, workers, and contributors in this initiative, good morning. Only 1.5 years ago, the BJMP was looking at a vision no longer far ahead. It was just a matter of time before we could finally reap the blessings of our people's hard work and sacrifice when it comes to making changed men out of society's strays. We were almost there until a global pandemic turned tables. Soon enough, priorities shifted. It challenged our capability and stability as an institution which has been in place for 3 decades. It was a whirlwind change we were forced to go through. Resources were redirected. Making sure of our PDL and personal safety immediately became the order of the day. Safety means our men have to be locked down in our facilities, not being able to go home to their families. Safety means our PDL not being able to see and hug their loved ones for how long we do not yet know. Safety is about ensuring that health protocols are strictly implemented, especially that overcrowding in BJMP jails is making our efforts difficult. Adding to that is the very limited number of 16,899 personnel attending to the needs of 117,094 PDL. The demand for face masks, face shields, personal protective gear, alcohol, hygiene kits for PDL and personnel have been constantly at the top of our list to provide. And relying on the Bureau's resources alone is too much of a weight to bear, considering that these resources were previously allocated for other else and certainly not for COVID-19 response. That is why the BJMP expresses its gratitude to all kind-hearted and concerned partners of government, like the Manila Water Foundation and the Junior Chamber International, Quezon City, who launched WASH in pandemic for city jails. This is very timely and powerful preventive measures so that COVID-19 will not find its way inside our jails. I can only imagine what will happen in our overcrowded cell once even one PDL contracted the disease. This is my way of saying that the hygiene facilities you put up in Quezon City Jail and hopefully in other city jails will push the Bureau's strides forward. So ours is much care in preventing this from ever happening. And with the help of our partners, we will be able to address everything on our plate, one at a time. Right now, safety first. Again, thank you to our partners.
Maraming salamat po, Sir Alan, at maraming salamat po for being one with us in the mission of Manila Water Foundation, and that is to bring WASH for all communities. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to an important part of this program, the ceremonial MOA signing. Once again, this partnership aims to support and strengthen initiatives to protect the PDLs and jail personnel from communicable diseases amidst the pandemic and beyond. I would like to call in now in this broadcast our partners, Jail Director Alan S. Iral of BJMP and Mr. Reginald Andal of MWF. Joining us are the Chief of BJMP Community Relations Service, Junior Chief Inspector Xavier Solda, Quezon City Jail Chief for Community Relations Service, Junior Inspector Kent Cashonan, and Quezon City Jail Warden, Jail Superintendent
Alis mo
Mirasol
lang yung
Vitor.
nakikita kaysa, no? Baba.
Ayan po. Sige po. So, Director Iral and Sir Reg, kindly hold up po the copy of the Memorandum of Agreement which signifies MWF and BJMP's continuing partnership. Ayan. So, find yourself in the camera po. Everyone, smile. Ayan. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Smile. Ayan. Thank you so much po, Sir Reg, Sir Alan, Sir Xavier, Sir Clint, and Ma'am Vitor. Ayan. A snappy salute to all of you po for all your efforts. And congratulations to MWF and BJMP for sealing this very important partnership. Ayan. Now, before we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, let's have some icebreaker. Katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, di ba? I'm sure maraming excited para mapanalunan ang ating mga prizes. I will ask questions related to our celebration for today, and you comment down below your correct answers, okay? So from those who will get the correct answers, we will randomly draw lucky winners who will receive 100 peso load card. Ayan, okay? So the winners will be announced at the end of the broadcast. So stay tuned, mga kaibigan, baka kayo po ay isa sa mga mananalo. And our first question is, eto, ano ang government agency na partner ng MWF sa pagpapatayo ng hygiene facility sa city jails? Ayan, ang dali-dali lang nito. Okay, and of course, the correct answer is the BJMP or the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. Ayan, so yan ang tamang sagot. Now, BJMP's mandate includes the safekeeping and development of persons deprived of liberty. At sila po ay mayroong maraming mga programa sa paghahanda ng reintegration ng ating mga PDLs sa kanilang mga pamilya at sa lipunan. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 1 is, of course, BJMP. All right, question number 2. Ano ang pilot city jail na unang proyekto ng MWF at BJMP na pinagtayuan ng hygiene facility? Ayan, saan po ito matatagpuan? In 3, 2, 1, and the correct answer is, of course, the Quezon City Jail. Ayan, Quezon City Jail po ang ating ang pilot location natin. Now, did you know that the Quezon City Jail sa kasalukuyan po ay may 2,538 PDLs at ito ay matatagpuan po sa Kamuning, Quezon City. Ayan, okay. Okay, so question number 2, the correct answer is the Quezon City Jail. All right, are you ready for the question number 3? Ito na po. Sino ang partner na nag-donate ng hygiene kits para sa ating mga PDLs and personnel ng Quezon City Jail? Okay, sino po yung ating mga butihing partners na nakasama na rin po natin last year, no? Okay, and the correct answer is JCI Quezon City Capital or JCI QC Capital. Ayan, sila po ang ating partner. So thank you po ulit to Mr. Tan and Mr. Chanko of JCI QC Capital. And congratulations sa mga nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Okay, question number 4, mga kaibigan. Okay, ano ang programa ng Manila Water Foundation na layuning magtayo ng hygiene facilities upang maprotektahan ang bawat isa sa panahon ng pandemya? Okay, so ano po itong programang ito? 4 na letra po ang unang salita. Okay? And the correct answer is Wash in Pandemic. Ayan, Wash in Pandemic. Sa Manila Water Foundation po, ang ibig sabihin ng WASH ay Water Access, Sanitation, and Hygiene. Ayan po, ito po ang picture na nakikita nyo. Ito po ay isa sa mga facilities, no, under Wash in Pandemic. Okay, question number 5. Last question. So sana makahabol po kayo at sana tama po ang sagot. Ito po, lumabas na ang question. Ano ang ipinagdiriwang ng BJMP tuwing buwan ng Hunyo? O June 1 na po ngayon. Ito po ay simula ng espesyal na celebration ng BJMP. Okay. And the correct answer is the Community Relations Service Month. Ayan, the Community Relations Service Month. Ito po ay ang pagsasama-sama ng mga partners ng BJMP para sa ikabubuti ng mga programa para na rin sa ating mga PDLs. Okay, so ayan. So those are my 5 questions. Keep on answering. Malay nyo kayo po ang maging lucky winner natin ng 100 pesos na load cards. Okay, so stay tuned po para sa iba pang mga highlights ng event na to. And let's not forget, mga kaibigan, to like and share this live event para po mas marami pa ang makaalam tungkol sa partnership na ito sa programang Lingap Bilangguan ng Manila Water Foundation kasama ang BJMP. Okay, so eto na po mga kaibigan. At this point, we will witness the ceremonial turnover of the 3-faucet hygiene facility for 2,538 PDLs and the 160 personnel in Quezon City Jail. Get ready to be inspired and to listen to our program partners. Let's all watch this.
ko na ito ang kauna-unahang nabalita na mayroong nag-positive na personnel at PDL. Pero sa mabilis at magaling na pamunuan, hindi lang ng BJMP kundi ng LGU natin at sa tulong ng ibang mga stakeholders, madali naman siyang kumbaga na-contain. Ticking bomb ang jail. Isa lang ang magkaroon ng na ma-infect rito. Hindi lang sila, kasama kaming personnel na nasa loob. Especially yung mga team loob namin.
This initiative of Manila Water Foundation will surely contribute to the continuous efforts of the jail facility to flatten the curve of COVID-19 cases and would hasten the observance of basic health protocols of the personnel and PDL.
Masaya kami kasi marami siyang matutulungan. Hindi lang kaming personnel, kundi pati yung PDL. At kung darating man ang panahon na sana matapos na yung pandemic, makakatulong rin ito sa lahat ng mga dalaw, service providers na pwede nang pumasok. Napakalaki ng maitutulong talaga nito sa amin. Hindi lang ito pang pandemic Mahabang panahon ang maipagsaserve nito sa atin. Yung hugasan namin yung mga faucet na hugasan namin, pati nang nasa loob, common yun Walang ganito na special ba na talagang nariyan lahat, kumpleto. May goal tayo. Ano ba ang goal natin? Siguro maging masaya tayo. Saan tayo magiging masaya? Ako, for me, masaya ako at siguro yun ang ultimate goal ko, na makapagpasaya at makapagserbisyo sa tao. Napakasarap sa pakiramdam na nakapagserbisyo ka sa kapwa mo at sa ating bayan.
In behalf of BJMP NCR, I, Jail Chief Superintendent Luisito Muñoz, being the Regional Director, warmly extends my deepest appreciation to the noble intention of the founder and benefactors of this program, most especially to the Manila Water Foundation, together with the JCI, Quezon City Capital, who collaboratively extends help to those who are in need, especially to our jail facilities who are recipients of the same hygiene facilities.
Maraming salamat po sa Manila Water Foundation, sa Junior Chambers International, Quezon City, sa Del Monte Foundation, salamat po. Wag po kayong magsawa sa pagtulong sa amin at ka-partner po namin kayo lagi. Nawa, habang panahon namin kayong ka-partner sa pagsisilbi sa ating mga maliliit na kapatid. Salamat po.
Wow, those were inspiring and heartwarming messages. Thank you to Jail Superintendent Mirasol Vitor of Quezon City Jail personnel for accepting the project and welcoming us in the Quezon City Jail, from the technical and social assessment to the construction to the turnover of the hygiene facility. We also would like to recognize the BJMP Regional Director for NCR, Jail Superintendent Louis Muñoz, for supporting this program and celebrating this milestone with us. And to Director Alan Iral, thank you so much po for helping us make this project possible. At syempre, shout out po sa lahat ng mga taga BJMP and Quezon City Jail. And of course, our thanks to our reliable partner, the JCI Quezon City Capital, who provided the hygiene supplies, no? And we also want to thank Del Monte Foundation for providing bottles of fruit juice for our jail personnel at the Quezon City Jail. And now, to formally accept all of these donations and to acknowledge these donations, ladies and gentlemen, we will hear a message from the jail warden of the Quezon City Jail, Jail Superintendent Mirasol V. Vitor.
Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Sa ngalan po ng pamunuan ng Bureau of Jail, Management and Penology, ako po ang inyong lingkod, Jail Superintendent Mirasol Vocal Vitor, kasalukuyang nakatalaga bilang warden ng Quezon City Jail Male Dorm. Bumabati sa ating partner sa paglilingkod, ang Manila Water Foundation at Junior Chambers International Capital, Quezon City, sa inaugurasyon ng hand hygiene facility sa loob ng ating piitan. Noon pa man ay napakahalaga ang paghuhugas ng kamay upang maiwasan ang pagkakasakit at hindi pwedeng ipagsawalang bahala, lalo na po ngayong nasa pinakamahirap na sitwasyon tayo ng COVID-19 pandemic. Sa siksikang kalagayan ng mga PDL ay napakabilis ng hawaan. Ang piitan ay nihahalin tulad sa isang bomba na pwedeng sumabog anumang oras. Kahit isang PDL lamang ang magkaroon ng COVID-19 disease sa loob, ay lubhang napakahirap pigilan ang pagdami nito. Hindi po namin kakayaning mag-isa na ibigay ang lahat ng mga pangangailangan ng mga PDL, lalo na po ngayong pansamantalang itinigil ang pagtanggap ng mga dalaw. Pero kailanman ay hindi po kami panghihinaan ng loob dahil alam po namin na maraming mga organisasyon na tulad ninyo na handang tumulong upang kahit papaano ay gumaan ang kanilang sitwasyon habang sila po ay pansamantalang nasa aming pangangalaga. Lubos po ang aming pasasalamat sa Manila Water Foundation dahil sa konstruksyon ng 3-faucet hand hygiene facility. Isang napakalaking tulong po ito sa amin upang mapigilan ang pagkalat ng coronavirus at iba pang sakit sa loob ng piitan. Nawa ay hindi po ito ang una at huling project nyo para sa Quezon City Jail Male Dorm. Muli, taos-puso po kaming nagpapasalamat kina Mr. Reginald M. Andal, Executive Director ng Manila Water Foundation, kay Mr. Neil Tan, President, Junior Chambers International Capital, Quezon City, Mr. Christopher Jan de la Cruz, Director for Community Development, DCI. Nawa ay patuloy po kayong pagpalain at patnubayan ng Panginoong Diyos upang magpatuloy ang inyong mga magandang adhikain at advokasya tulad nito. Wala po kaming pwedeng ibalik sa inyo, kundi ang dasal na sana patuloy kayong pagpalain, ilayo ng Panginoon, proteksyonan ng Panginoon sa lahat ng mga di magagandang pangyayari sa atin. Salamat po.
And thank you so much po, Jail Superintendent Mirasol Vitor. With our partners such as the JCI Quezon City Capital, Manila Water Foundation po is glad to support the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology for the health and safety of our PDLs and personnel. Ngayon ay may bago ng hygiene facility sa Quezon City Jail. At ngayon, na dahil meron ng facility na ganun, sabon at malinis na tubig, dapat alam na rin po natin ang mga wastong hakbang ng paghuhugas ng kamay, di po ba? Okay, kaya naman mga katubig, pakinggan natin sina Kuya Melvin at Ate Pam para sa isang maikling paalala na nasa isang masayang awitin. Hey! Wash up, wash up!
Mga kamay ay basain, ang sabon ay kunin, kuskusin ang ating palad at likod ng mga kamay, pagitan ng daliri, likod ng daliri, hinlalaki mga dulo at saka pulsuhan. Mga kamay ay basain, ang sabon ay kunin, kuskusin ang ating palad at likod ng mga kamay, pagitan ng daliri, likod ng daliri, hinlalaki mga dulo at saka pulsuhan.
Ayan mga kaibigan, sana po ay na-inspire namin kayo ngayong umaga at syempre napaalalahanan po to keep safe and do proper hand washing. Yung napanood niyo pong video ay kasama po sa module ng Hygiene Education ng Manila Water Foundation. Ayan. At yun ay maaari niyo pong ituro ito sa inyong mga anak, mga pamangkin, mga apo at iba pang mga kasama sa bahay upang tayo ay manatiling protektado laban sa sakit katulad ng COVID-19. Ayan. And before we end, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, here are the 5 lucky winners ng 100 pesos na load cards. Ayan. Congratulations! Ayan. Sila po yung ating mga winners, no? Congratulations to our winners. Kindly send a message to Manila Water Foundation's Messenger account to know the details on how to claim your prize. Again, mag-message lang po tayo sa Manila Water Foundation Messenger account. Congratulations po sa inyong 5. Ayan. Mga kaibigan, tunay po na kapag tayo ay nagtutulungan, marami po tayong makakamit na kabutihan para sa ating kapwa at sa ating komunidad. At ngayon, nakita natin ang patunay na may dalang pag-asa at pagbabago ang WASH or ang Water Access, Sanitation, and Hygiene. Thank you very much for joining us in this broadcast this morning as you witnessed the ceremonial turnover and the MOA signing between Manila Water Foundation and the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. Now, in case you missed it, I'm leaving you now with the turnover ceremony video at Quezon City Jail for MWF's Lingap Bilangguan. For organizations and institutions watching us right now who wish to collaborate with us for Lingap Bilangguan or for other WASH programs, you may email foundation@manilawater.com. Ayan, nakikita niyo po sa ating screen on how we can get in touch po. Iniimbitahan ko na rin po kayong lahat na bisitahin ang Facebook page ng Manila Water Foundation at mag-like and mag-share ng mga balitang WASH. Okay? So once again, I am Nix Hipolito from Manila Water Foundation. Have a great day, keep safe, and don't forget to wash up, wash up!
Ko na ito ang kauna-unahang nabalita na mayroong nag-positive na personnel at PDL. Pero sa mabilis at magaling na pamunuan, hindi lang ng BJMP kundi ng LGU natin at sa tulong ng ibang mga stakeholders, madali siyang kumbaga na-contain. Ticking bomb ang jail. Isa lang ang magkaroon ng na ma-infect rito. Hindi lang sila, kasama kaming personnel na nasa loob. Especially yung mga team loob namin.
This initiative of Manila Water Foundation will surely contribute to the continuous efforts of the jail facility to flatten the curve of COVID-19 cases and would hasten the observance of basic health protocols of the personnel and PDL.
Masaya kami kasi marami siyang matutulungan. Hindi lang kaming personnel, kundi pati yung PDL. At kung darating man ang panahon na sana matapos na yung pandemic, makakatulong rin ito sa lahat ng mga dalaw, service providers na pwede nang pumasok. Napakalaki ng maitutulong talaga nito sa amin. Hindi lang ito pang pandemic Mahabang panahon ang maipagsaserve nito sa atin. Yung hugasan namin yung mga faucet na hugasan namin, pati nang nasa loob, common yun Walang ganito na special ba na talagang nariyan lahat, kumpleto. May goal tayo. Ano ba ang goal natin? Siguro maging masaya tayo. Saan tayo magiging masaya? Ako, for me, masaya ako sa At siguro yun ang ultimate goal ko, na makapagpasaya at makapagserbisyo sa tao. Napakasarap sa pakiramdam na nakapagserbisyo ka sa kapwa mo at sa ating bayan.
In behalf of BJMP NCR, I, Jail Chief Superintendent Luisito Munoz, being the Regional Director, warmly extends my deepest appreciation to the noble intention of the founder and benefactors of this program, most especially to the Manila Water Foundation, together with the JCI, Quezon City Capital, who collaboratively extends help to those who are in need, especially to our jail facilities who were recipients of the same hygiene facilities.
Maraming salamat po sa Manila Water Foundation, sa Junior Chambers International, Quezon City, sa Del Monte Foundation, salamat po. Wag po kayong magsawa sa pagtulong sa amin at ka-partner po namin kayo lagi. Nawa, habang panahon namin kayong ka-partner sa pagsisilbi sa ating mga maliliit na kapatid. Salamat po.
Ugaliing maghugas palagi ng kamay.
Gamit ang tubig at sabon tayo na sabay-sabay.
Iwas sa sakit ay isipin, kalusugan ay unahin natin.
Linis na paligid sa bahay, nagsisimula. Bahay ko, bahay mo. Huwag kung saan-saan nagtatapon ng basura. Tapon nyo. Huwag dudumi sa ilog o lawa, pagkat tayo rin ang makikinabang sa bayang may kalinga. Bayang kay sigla. Malinis na tubig at kapaligiran, dulot ay mabuting kalusugan. Buhay na mapayapa, buhay na kay saya. Tayo ay magtulungan at magkaisa.
Linis na tubig sa bawat komunidad.
Karapatang pantubig ang handog sa lahat ng edad. Nanay, tatay, ate, kuya, ito ang susi sa ating kalusugan. Nararapat lang na pahalagahan para sa bayang may kalinga. Bayang kay sigla. Malinis na tubig at kapaligiran,
Dulot ay mabuting kalusugan.
buhay na mapayapa, buhay na kay saya. Tayo ay magtulungan at magkaisa. Malinis na tubig sa komunidad upang sakit ay iyong maiwasan.
Maging malinis sa kapaligiran upang sakit ay iyong maiwasan.
Maghugas lagi ng ating kamay upang sakit ay iyong maiwasan. Tubig, paligid at pangangatawan para sa atin ngayon at sa kinabukasan. Bayang may kalinga, bayang kay sigla. Malinis na tubig at kapaligiran, dulot ay mabuting kalusugan. Buhay na mapayapa, buhay na kay saya. Tayo ay magtulungan at magkaisa. Tayo ay magtulungan